Hi there. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. So the last couple of days, this plant has turned from this really pretty shade of green to this not so pretty shade of yellow. It's been flowering and looking good, and I'm not sure if it's just dry or if it's getting too much water too quickly or what. But I decided I was having it grow over this trellis so that I could shade my lettuce, but I think it needs to go in the ground, and that maybe it's stunted growth, I don't really know, but I'm gonna try to put it in the ground and see what happens. So here we go. Hopefully you all can see. But yeah, I'm old and I've already dug out one hole. So my knees hurt, so I can't get on the ground. Gotta use a pad. But here we go. I'm gonna take this out. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. So, a lot of big holes, and I think it's draining too fast. I think that's the problem, because the bottom is nice and wet. It feels wet. It's just that top layer that is just not doing so hot. So I'm just gonna stick her in here and see if we can't rectify some of this. So I'll probably end up taking off some of this dead stuff here. But yeah, oh, you know what? I should probably get my fertilizer, so bear with me a second and enjoy the garden. Got my fertilizer. This is what I've been using, and everything seems to like it so far. I'll give you a tour of the garden once we fertilize and get these guys planted again. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to bury it back up and see if this doesn't make him a little bit happier. We rototilled this really good, and this ground is just so nice and soft. It's awesome. Took next to nothing to dig out, which was good. But here. Alright. So I got one more that I want to do that too. And let's see, what the heck is that? Alright, so I'm going to move you a little bit so that I can try to video a different angle. If I can get you to stand up. Let's see if I can get you to stand up. Alright, I don't know how good that's going to be for viewing, but we'll try it and see. So now, I'm going to dig another hole right here, and I'm trying to keep the distance between the plants from my garlic and from my onions, because I want them to have enough space, since the squash will grow big if we get it going. Okay. So how's your day been? Mine was busy. Just got off of a 12-hour shift. Yeah, yuck. So, not thrilled about that, but it was a little bit of overtime, so that's kind of nice because it's been kind of hard to get lately. All right, so I got my little hole big dug up. I do think I shall move you back over here because I think you're getting a bad view here. So let me put you back on this side. And we actually turn this side. Anywho, so here's the little one. And here's the smaller one. So let's see what we can do to get this guy in here. Put a little more of our Happy Dappy fertilizer in the bottom so it gets happy. And again, I'm going to just tip it over and hang on to the top and tip it. But as you can see, nice and green here, or wet here. Look at that dry spot. Somehow that's drying out. And I got to figure out why it's doing that. I don't know. But put more fertilizer around him. And then we'll just get him buried. Get him back in that dirt where he will be happy. I'm glad I didn't plant anything here because I ended up needing it for these guys. And I was thinking of planting some more lettuce here, but I'm glad that I didn't because now I can use it for these guys and hopefully they don't get too big. Never grown squash before, so this is a new one for me. We'll see how they do and how big they get. But in this soil, we've got manure, fertilizer, and hopefully we'll have some compost here soon because that seems to be changing up pretty good. So, but yeah. So these are zucchini squash. I don't know how big they get. Let's see if the tag says. Huh. They get big. Really, really big. Well, here's for nothing. Alright. I'm planted. See how it goes.